A few years ago, you probably had a number in your head. Maybe it was $50,000. Maybe $100,000. Maybe even more. And you told yourself, if I can just reach that number, then I'll finally feel comfortable. Then money won't stress me out anymore. Then I'll feel rich. But something strange happens. You reach the number. For a while, it feels amazing. You upgrade a few things. You stop worrying about certain bills. Life feels lighter. And then, a few months later, that feeling disappears. Suddenly, the number that once felt huge starts feeling normal. And once again, you find yourself thinking, I just need a little more. Most people think they have an income problem, but often they have a finish line problem, because the finish line never stays still. When you earn $50,000, you think $100,000 will change everything. When you earn $100,000, you start looking at people making $200,000, then $300,000, then $500,000. And without realizing it, the target keeps moving. Not because you're greedy, because your brain adapts. What once felt extraordinary eventually becomes normal, and normal rarely feels exciting. There's another reason people rarely feel rich. They stop comparing themselves to their past and start comparing themselves to their peers. When you first got your raise, you compared it to your old paycheck. It felt incredible. But eventually, you stop looking backward. You start looking sideways. Now you're comparing yourself to the colleague with the bigger house, the friend with the newer car, the entrepreneur on Instagram, the investor on YouTube. And suddenly, your progress feels invisible, even though your life improved. Think about something you desperately wanted. A promotion, a new apartment, a luxury car, a higher salary. Remember how exciting it felt before you got it? Now think about it today. It probably feels ordinary. That's because achievement has an expiration date. The brain quickly turns rewards into expectations. What once felt like success becomes the new baseline. And once something becomes normal, your mind starts searching for the next thing. The cycle begins again. What actually feels like wealth? This is where many people get confused. They think wealth is a number. But emotionally, wealth feels more like freedom. Freedom to say no. Freedom to take time off. Freedom to handle emergencies without panic. Freedom to make decisions without constant financial pressure. And interestingly, many people increase their income without increasing their freedom. Their lifestyle expands at the same speed, sometimes faster, which means they earn more, but don't feel richer. So how do you escape this cycle? Not by chasing a bigger number, at least not by itself. Instead, occasionally compare your life to where you were 5 years ago. Not to the person ahead of you, to the person you used to be. Because the brain naturally focuses on what is missing, rarely on what is already improved. And that creates a strange illusion. You can be living the life you once dreamed about and still feel like you're falling behind. The goal isn't to stop growing. The goal is to stop moving the finish line every time you get closer to it. Because if every achievement immediately becomes not enough, then no number will ever feel like enough. And that's one of the biggest reasons most people never feel rich.